A picture-perfect afternoon for EA Sports College Football. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey, I caught up with the UCLA head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Send the tight end in motion. Got the quick completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference plays. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. To the air, it's Washington. Moving out to the right. At the 35, he's got room. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Back to the ground with the running back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field. Making side adjustments here. The give is to Williams. Might have a chance. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Knocked off his feet.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Got it. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
On that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after the catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier inbounds and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
Here comes the Wildcat. Watch out here. On the direct snap, it's Smith. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Man, that is exactly what you like to see. Early in the football game, be who you are. Be aggressive. You say you want to take some chances, go for it on 4th down, set the tone, run the football. Don't settle for threes, Palmer. You settle for threes a lot of times later in the game, you're regretting it.
It's the right time to go for it, too, because it's early, and even if you don't get it, the opponent has to drive the entire field. I think you send a very clear message to your team as a head coach when you make that decision early. I'm going to be aggressive. I trust you guys. We're here to win this football game, and we're going to take our shots when we can.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks, but when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Running inside, it's Knight. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Ucla makes a catch. Open space at the 25. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The Bruins with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Knight. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're out there taking a look at this sophomore defensive back, and we hope he's able to get back in the action shortly. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Play fake, Ucla steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. Finds a man by himself. Free up the gut. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Third down, they need 12. From the gun on 3rd down, Ucla. He's got him. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Oh, he's got some space. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback. But it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. The run inside. It's Smith. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. There's a creep. Got enough space. Touchdown, Maryland! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he doesn't field it cleanly. It's loose. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The holding penalty will make it 1st and 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Imaliava. Fires to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Imaliava. Lobs it off the back foot. He's got it inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's the Imaliava to throw. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
He's got the back in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Wants to throw again. On target. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA. Big time big-time touchdown there to get some much-needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and their back breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Fires to the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Washington. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down.
Oh, they're trying to trick him. It's a fake. And the pass goes incomplete, and they rise up to stop the fake punt on 4th down. You have an incompletion like that, you always think, why not just let the quarterback throw it? The element of trickery was afoot, and it didn't work. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Knight. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to him. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Iamaleava. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
That last incompletion brings up a third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. RPO complete to open the drive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to pass, it's Washington. They go to the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Throwing, Iamaleava. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you still got confidence in him, and you know it's a long game.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava makes the grab. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
It's complete on the right side. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Gonna run it. It's Thomas. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Iamaleava on the play action. Looking for space to the left. He's going to run it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Iamaleava throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Coaches talk all the time about finishing halves. Man, that is perfect execution down the stretch. Take the lead, take most of the clock, and you get the ball coming out. Way to close this first half. Great execution.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Dropping back, it's Washington. Pressure coming. Incomplete. That one batted away at the line of scrimmage.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
And they head to the locker room, 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the number 3 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Nittany Lions, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Hidden just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I know this offense came out here in the second half hoping to build on their 1-possession lead, but after that incompletion, I think the smart thing is to just kick it away here and let your defense play and try to get it back to you without giving up any points.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Quick completion on the out route.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The Terrapins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Washington. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Terrapins! With that, they grab the lead here in the 2nd half.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field hoping to get things going here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Play action, Iamaleava. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Unleashes one. It's caught. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to impose their will with the run. Finding some room. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to him. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava makes the catch. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. The Bruins are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. Throwing, Iamaleava. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Here's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Washington. He's got him this time. Gets away from one. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back end.
Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. And he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Fleming. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Makes the grab. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Reads it, fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. And the Terrapins, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. After the holding penalty, 1st and 20 for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Washington. He's got an open man. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
The Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Maryland! Miller on the end zone. He's got it.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running inside, it's Cox. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
throw. Here's the pressure. He's going to take off. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And as we head for the fourth period, both of these quarterbacks have put up some numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Iamaleava can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Cradles it at the 35. There he goes. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Right back to it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Washington. He wants to go deep. He caught it! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Terrapins! They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. That's caught. It's Matthews. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Gain of 31 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Now they'll run it to the right here. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Bruins come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throwing, Iamaleava. Unloads to the wideout. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bruins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
To the ground and try to pick up the first. They went right back to him, and they got the exact same thing. Nothing doing against this defense. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He is stuffed on fourth down and stuck behind the line of scrimmage.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting it, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
There he goes. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
Makes the grab, and they get him down.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Gets it out quickly. Smashes ahead. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Maryland! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead.
Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it, and they'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They want that clock to run.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They only need about the length of the football to convert on second down. They'll go right back to the run. Got a little grass. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
That's enough for a Terrapin.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.